All right, there's a video game thing. It's a story. And I know the last time I told a story that I started as a story, I was fibbing. This one is absolutely real, and I got witnesses. And it's one thing in video games that I don't think. I think that as long as I have video game memories, I don't think I'll ever be able to forget this one. And this is a legend known as Perfect Sim. Friends of mine and I used to play Perfect Dark. It was this Nintendo 64 title. And the single player was okay. It was kind of, it had a it had cool storyline elements and a really interesting setting. I really loved the setting. But we mostly played it. Pardon me. We mostly played it because there was this. It was a first-person shooter, and back then, the only real first-person shooter on consoles was GoldenEye, and Perfect Dark was the sequel to GoldenEye. But the problem with GoldenEye was that somebody had to win, and that meant three other people had to lose. So it kind of caused some rifts every now and again between us. People just getting tired of losing. You can't pick that person, blah, 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 blah. So Perfect Dark came out, and much to our delight, they came up with Sims. And the Sims were computer controlled, just AI characters that ran around the map, and they were either they were set on difficulty or they were set on style. Like there was a Kazi sim that was kamikaze based. It would just grab any type of explosive weapon or some type of like automatic or something like that, and it would just run at people, just guns blazing. Fuck you, I don't care if I die. There was even a coward sim that would run away from you and try its damnedest to survive the encounter. So it was cool because we could have four of us fight four Sims, and none of us really looked the way we were supposed to look because we were all big ass like mounds of whatever your team color was. So, we'd be like team red or whatever, and everybody'd be all red and shit, and then we'd go after blue and kill all the blue, that sort of thing. So, we did that for a while, and I think I was playing the single player along, like when I would be alone, I'd play the single player. And when I'd be with my friends, I'd play the multiplayer against the sim. So I think that either through us playing multiplayer often or through me playing the single player, we would unlock sims. I think it starts with like easy and medium or something like that, or like I forget what their names were, but they were difficulty based. So there would be like an easy, medium, hard sim, that sort of shit. So we're playing, and we're up to hard sim, right? And it'd be four hard sims against the four of us, and we'd go to war, we'd go at it. It would be really, really fun. Like if they caught you and ganged up on you, they'd fuck you up, and it was terrible, and you had to try and save your buddies and all that shit. It was really cool. But then, after a while, we unlocked Perfect Sim. Okay? Now, all of the Sims had descriptions. Like I was telling you earlier, the kamikaze, the coward, that sort of shit. They all had descriptions. Perfect Sim's description was a character that is at the peak of human performance, essentially. It's basically like the best player that can sit down and play this game is a perfect sim, right? So he was like, whatever, like we're at the top of our game because we're fucking up this hard sim, right? We come out on top, we're winners. You know what I'm saying? We do our thing and the enemies go down. That's what happens, right? So we feeling ourselves and shit. We just like, yeah, let's dust us some perfect sim. We gonna see how perfect this bitch is, right? Okay, so I put 4 perfect sims against the 4 of us, right? I don't have words for the ass whooping we took. Like my favorite game of all time is Bayonetta, like the Bayonetta series. Okay, I count them as one game, and it's my favorite game of all time. All right, that is a very difficult action game. Okay, way more buttons than Perfect Dark ever used. Okay, and I do alright. I kill shit in that game fairly well. Okay, I have never in my life got my ass whooped the way I got my ass whooped that day with my friends. Okay, I ain't never. Okay, I'm not. I can't even really explain how bad we got our ass whooped, but I can tell you some shit that happened. You can come to your own conclusions. Okay. First of all, I got killed from the front. This is an FPS, right? So I'm looking through the eyes of my character. Okay, I got killed from the front and didn't see the dude that killed me until after I was dead. You explain that shit to me. From the front. It was a damn hallway. I got shot around the corner. It was almost as if lag happened, but all of the shit was on a cartridge, so it didn't even have to load anything. Right? It was a fucking cartridge. So I got shot, and then the motherfucker came around the corner on his way to the next one. Okay, so I ain't even get a damn shot off. I ain't see the motherfucker till I was falling to the ground. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, when you die in Perfect Dark, because I need to explain this. I need to explain how you die, so I can explain how fucked up the next way that I died is. Okay, when you die on the game, You get shot, your weapon falls away. Blood, red, whatever, oozes down the camera. And your character wobbles a bit and falls. And then the screen goes black and says press start. Right? When you press start, your character basically wakes up in a whole other part of the map. Right? When I pressed start from dying, I died again. I'm talking about immediate. I'm talking about I didn't turn. I didn't turn the character. I didn't take a step. I didn't fire a shot. I hit the start button and it was as if I activated another death. Yeah, that's how bad we got our asses whooped. Like, I saw people die next to each other, and I didn't even know how they died, and then I just died immediately after them. They were like ghosts. It was ridiculous. So we you know we try. I think we tried that a couple of times, and then we got angry, right? We're like, this is bullshit. Because I don't know if you understand how it feels to just win all the time. Like, no matter how hard fought, you still win all the time. And then to get shut down like you ain't never played before. Like it was such like hitting a damn wall. Like, it was ridiculous. Okay, there was no closeness, that we couldn't get kills. We we were lucky to see them before we died. That was luck. Okay, so we got angry. All right, and we were like high school age, that sort of shit. So we was like, you know what, fuck three of them. All four of us gonna take on one perfect sim. This motherfucker ain't gonna have no chance. You sit at the top of the stairs. We gonna shoot this motherfucker. We ain't even no. We gonna set up bombs, all kinds of shit. We gonna shoot this motherfucker in the face. This what we gonna do. This motherfucker, fuck four of them. We finna kill one repeatedly until we feel better. That was our mindset going in, right? So I took all of them off, right? Except for the one, and then we started the game. Okay, and I'm not gonna forget. We got our ass whooped like a slow-mo version of when it was four of them. It was the same level of ass whooping. It was just, it took him longer to get across the damn map. That was the only difference. Muggs was asking me, like, while we're playing, they're like, are you sure you took off the four of them? I'm like, I'm positive I took off the four of them. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know y'all was looking at the screen. Y'all know what the fuck I did. I know what the fuck I did. This is bullshit. We got our ass whooped that whole night. Because we were stubborn. So we wasn't going to stop till we beat them. We got our ass whooped that whole night. I was already at my house. But we had to go home with the shame of getting our asses whooped by one motherfucker. One. And like, that's the thing. The same shit happened. I hit start and died with one of them. I'm like, how the fuck did it get here? How the fuck could it have possibly... Just the time it would have took to open the doors should have been longer than for me to get fucking... Like, just for him to get here and shoot me. Like, it should have took longer than that. Like, what the fuck? It was confusing, and it was ridiculous. It was soul crushing. It was soul crushing. We got our asses whooped like people who had never even picked up damn controllers. And it was insane. And so, weekends become months, and we still fighting this motherfucker. Off and on, we play other shit, but, there was always in our minds like, yo, man, we got to go and handle this PerfectSim, right? Everybody's be like, there was a little bit of hesitance. Like, all right, let's go handle this perfect. Let's go, And we would get our ass smoked. We would get smoked. And fucking, like, we would find ways to, like, cheese kill it. Like, if you set up if you set up proximity explosives on the doors, and then, like, kind of forced his way through it. Like, and here's the thing. The proximity grenade thing on the door, it was the first time that didn't kill a sim. Like, The perfect sim would run up, activate the proximity mine, take some damage, but like back away early enough to not get killed or something, and then just run in the room mad and just kill you. Like if you're just sitting on the other side, like, yeah, alright, now he's weakened. Just run in, damn near kick the door down with no animation and just fuck you up. And I'll just be like, damn, what the and it was ridiculous. But, you know, like through all this, we're still playing, so we're still unlocking. Like I thought PerfectSim was it. And then we unlocked Dark Sim. We were like, oh shit, what's this? And I read the description. Dark Sim is like PerfectSim, only it can do things that a human being can't. And I'm like, you know what? That's some bullshit. So we just didn't fuck with it for a while. But then eventually I came to this conclusion. I'm just like, you know what, man? You know what, y'all? We need to fucking play Dark Sim. Everybody's looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If we gonna fight a boss, let us fight the fucking boss. Let's not do this second string bullshit. Non-boss PerfectSim. Let's go all the way and fight a Dark Sim. This is how the fuck we gonna do this. And so we did. And this fucker could teleport. And we would be fucking dying in ridiculous ways. This fucking seemed like he just came out the sky killing. Like it was nonsense. But eventually, we found a way, like, you know, just over a long period of time, we just found a way to deal with and handle Dark Sim. We was like, okay, we got this. We cool. It's hard as fuck, but we can kind of manage, okay? We can deal with this, okay? So once we got to that point with Dark Sim, we were like, okay, here's what we're going to do now. Since we can take Dark Sim like this, PerfectSim shouldn't be a problem. So we going to go back and we going to fuck that PerfectSim up and get that vengeance for all them times PerfectSim got in our asses. Right? Put a PerfectSim on the stage. The PerfectSim beat our asses again. Like it wasn't even trying. Like it wasn't even fucking trying. And we're just like, wait a minute. We basically beat PerfectSim with magic. But then the fucking PerfectSim without magic that is actually based on human restraints just kicked the shit out of us again. Like, what the fuck? Like, it is one of the most amazing memories. Like, those ass whoopings are some of the best visceral memories of just like, how in the fuck do you expect me to do this? In a video game I've ever played. And you just, unless you've done it, you don't know. You don't know, because they don't make games like that. They don't make them like that today. There ain't a first person shooter out there at all to where they got one dude, non-boss, just like the four of your friends. It's not, because like that's the thing. It's not Star Wars Battlefront where you got Darth Vader fucking annihilating basically trash enemies. It's not like Evolve where you're a fucking monster fighting four people. No, it was four of us and a fifth like us. No powers, no special gifts, not even really faster than us, just a dude or a female whoever they based it on. I don't know who the fuck they based it on, but just somebody who really knew how to fucking play and really knew how to shoot. They do not make they don't make games like that anymore. I wish I could find a first person shooter where me and my friends could sit down on a split screen and get our asses whooped by a normal motherfucking AI. That don't happen. That does not happen. We got our asses spanked. And it was nonsense. I ain't. Ooh. I played my fair share, more than my fair share, of incredibly difficult games. Okay? And I've beat probably most of them. Oh no, I didn't, because I didn't beat all those Mega Mans in the past because I rented them. I didn't own them. The one that I did own, I beat. It's like X4, I forget. But anywho, I've beaten a lot of very, very difficult games in my life. And I still say this. I've never gotten my ass whooped like I did by that sim. Because that, like, eventually over time, we just stopped playing it because, like, other consoles came out. Like, it took that long for us to get to a position where we could hang with this motherfucker. Like, other shit was just coming out. And so over time, we just played it less and less until we didn't play it anymore. But it wasn't from like a stance of dominance. We never sat down and was like, we are straight up better than the PerfectSim. Just period. Like no. That motherfucker was ridiculous. I don't understand how that motherfucker was everywhere. I don't understand hitting start and dying. I don't get that. That shit was ridiculous. But at the same time, the game, like I don't even think I ever went back and beat the single player to Perfect Dark. I don't think I ever went back to beat that. But that multiplayer, like I wish that companies did that still. Like, made really good computer AI that could just fucking kill you. But you could go at it with your friends. You know, like horde mode on Gears or something is okay. But that's still kind of mostly just like you killing monsters. It's not really killing overly skilled players. You know, it's just a lot of them. And, you know, because I think that's what the problem would be if you try to do some shit like that today. And the reason we were so angry about it when we did it is because it makes you feel like a piece of shit. Like, if like it's 4 of y'all and you can't beat a 5th. This motherfucker ain't got no powers. This motherfucker ain't got no advantages. Just good, and you die. You know, like, it makes you feel incredibly weak. Games today are about making you feel powerful. They're about making you feel like you're the shit. Like, if you play horde mode and you win, you feel like the shit. Because you just went through a fucking war with a tremendous amount of enemies. And you came out on top of that shit. If you win as the humans on Evolve, you feel like you've done something because you just beat a gigantic motherfucking beast. You know, like, video games are designed to make you feel powerful now. Shit like Perfect Dark, with them Sims, it was like, you gonna feel like you got your ass whooped by like fucking Bruce Lee just got on the sticks and you about to die. That's how I felt. Like, just this peak perfection human sitting on this game beating the shit out of us. And it's not even a person. Because a person has limits. PerfectSim did not. Somehow it found a way to obey rules while still being broken. I don't understand. But yeah, that Just I ain't gonna forget that. That was oh, that was fucking amazing. And I miss stuff like that out of video games. I really do. But anywho, that's my story. It's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And it was fucking hilarious and fun and something that a memory that I hold dear. So I wanted to share that. Anywho, enough of my yapping. I'm out.